And it's almost like a time capsule of that time in Miami and in the United States. It's always very interesting when you go back to these projects and you see how the country changes just from the attitude of people, how people perceive it. Same with the Pont Neuf. Same with for the running fence, which was in the mid-70s. It's fantastic to see how people interact with it. Today is different because our taste change, our acceptance of it changes, and in many ways. So, and here it's a nice photograph of the staging area where they were leaving with the booms with the fabric. There's a boom and there's a cocoon around it, and then the people would carry it, bring it to the water, and like a boat would tow each one, very well numbered and organized to the right location in order for everybody to meet up with the little dinghies and start connecting them, and then being pulled across with the webbing to the beach, and then it's attached to the beach. Yeah, I mean the octagonal boom creates this kind of, you see how the shadows are sharper, and it also creates more body. They're all very small artistic decisions that what they do with every project, and also that involves a lot of testing. They would like test the round boom and how it looks, and then a octagonal boom, and that's how they would base the decisions on testing. It's not something that like it's an idea, and then it's tested in few ways. Also the same with the color of the fabric. It's like there are a few shades of different color to see which one looks the best and how it works in the environment with the water, with the green. So it's not just imagined, but it's actually made a small sample of it, it's tested, and then Christo and Jeanne-Claude will choose one, and that's how the process is for them. I think it took 5 days, very short amount of time. It's usually with the projects it takes about, they're made in a way to be installed in a very short amount of time. Of course, there's months and months and months of preparation, but the actual installation is very fast. So it's like, it's not there and all of a sudden it's there. And then 14 days later, it's gone. Most of the projects, other than the projects involving barrels, most of Christo and Jeanne-Claude's projects involve fabric. And because they want to lend this nomadic quality to the projects, and because we connect fabric very much to nomadic quality. Also, it's very interesting because the use of fabric in the history of art is as old as the history of art. It was just not real fabric. It was painted, it was sculpted, you can even tell the art period by the way the folds of the fabric are. Like in medieval period, they were much more angular. In the Baroque period, they were much more flowing. And you can completely tell the period by the way the fabric is represented. But Christo loved to use the fabric as this, and add the nomadic quality, but the other important thing was to have this to be alive, because when the fabric is a medium that very easily moves with the waves or with the wind, but the temporary aspect of the project was also first we have a different love and tenderness for something that does not last. We would like take care of childhood more than anything else because it doesn't last. Of our lives even because they don't last. And the temporary character adds this fragility and this care that we have about something temporary. Also, it gives like this urgency for people to go and see it. It's 2 weeks usually is enough. Later, we started doing them for 3 weekends, which was for, there were 3 weekends. So if you're here on the first weekend, you can't organize yourself by the second weekend, you can at least make it by the third weekend. And the final reason, it also gets very expensive because it's like we have to have a maintenance and support, and it takes a lot of people, and the upkeep is quite serious. And we also have these monitors, we call them, or docents that would give the information, and they would distribute free fabric samples. And so this was also part of the temporary character. And Christo and Jeanne-Claude always wanted to keep it fresh, so it had to look like it was just done. So it was something that it was very important to them.